brother. Jay, today is the day that we have been waiting for months. Finding Dory hits theaters. Today I want to talk about something that we need to keep in mind before going to see this movie. Something that might even be more important than tracking down the Pizza Planet truck. Hey, brother! What? No. What? No. In fact, yes. So many of you may know, and many of you may not, that Finding Nemo ruined my life. I made a whole video about it in the very awkward and formative first year of SuperCarlinBrothers. Long story short, in addition to YouTube, I also own an aquarium design and service business. So Finding Dory being released actually affects me in two ways. First, I'm going to have a lot more to talk about on YouTube. And second, the oncoming horde of kids and families that want to buy their very own Dory, or Hippo Tang, if you want to get technical, and you know I do. That second one is the thing I want to talk about today. When Finding Nemo was originally released, the aquarium industry kind of boomed, if you will. And yes, it is to an industry. That's what you said about YouTube, Mom. But basically there was a mad rush for everyone to get their very own Clownfish, or Nemo, if you want to get Pixar. And you know I do. And that was a great thing for the aquarium world. Lots of people bought their own, and it moved the entire industry forward technologically. The great thing about that is that clownfish can be easily bred in captivity, meaning that in a weird but still good way, they can be mass-produced. This particular practice is called aquaculture, and the reason it's a good thing is because it reduces the amount of collection from natural coral reefs. And if you saw Jay's video on Tuesday, you saw that even removing a single animal from an ecosystem can have a massive impact. Which brings me back to Dory, who, as I said earlier, is a Hippo Tang. And Tangs in general are not easily bred in captivity. This means that any Hippo Tang you see in an aquarium, whether it be Ripley's or in your living room, almost certainly came directly from the ocean. Collecting fish from reefs is certainly controversial, not only because you are removing fish from the reefs themselves, but the collection process is also a little bit destructive. Ironically, aquarists are some of the most environmentally conscious people out there. I'd just like to stress the complexity and the commitment that goes into keeping one of these fish in captivity happily. Reef fish, or marine fish in general, are way different than goldfish. It takes so much more than salt water in a box. I personally grew up with this hobby, and it has been a huge part of my life, and I wouldn't ever want to discourage somebody from getting involved. But be sure to do your research and seek out captive-raised fish and coral whenever possible. And the first thing that I recommend everyone start with is a pair of clownfish. All in all, my hope is that we are able to continue to enjoy the natural coral reefs just the same way I'm sure we are all going to enjoy the animated counterpart. For my question of the day, who else is excited for Finding Dory? And if you've already seen it, please be respectful of others and don't put any spoilers in the towel section down below. Also, do any of you have fish at home? Let me know. And if you haven't already seen the movie, be sure to check out the top 10 things to be looking for when you go see it. But Jay, that is everything that I've got for you today, man. I will see you on Tuesday.